I was gonna say it's so peaceful. And then the dog started barking. I'm laying in the grass watching clouds. Shoo, while everybody else is laying on the couch watching TV. I haven't turned a TV on at least 10 years, if not more. But the Eagles, they got just too high right now. Listen, I'm laying in the grass. The Eagles come so low. And then at first, I'm like so excited. I'm like, oh, it's an eagle. Oh, it's too. Oh my goodness, there he comes. Come on. Eagles are just cruising. They ain't got a worry on their mind. But yeah, at first, it's just one eagle. And then it's two. Then it's three. And I'm always like, oh my God, it's so beautiful. Um, I lay in the grass and the eagles are just circling around. Then I close my eyes and I just relax. And then one time, and just like 5 minutes ago, I opened my eyes. Well, it's about 15 of them, and they're getting lower and lower, like closer to me. They come down from their altitude and they're circling around me. So I'm like, oh my goodness. I was just watching the eagles because it's such a majestic bird, but they thought I'm a prey. So they were coming lower and lower, and I moved my arms. I said, hey, y'all, I'm alive. There he is. So they left. Most of them left. Oh, Lord, but they're coming back. So, yeah, y'all, I'll be doing these videos where I relax in nature. Um, Nature is God's creation, so it's designed to heal us. It's a lot of healing when you spend time in nature. The blue skies heal our eyes, the green colors calm our nerves. The sunshine is giving us vitamin D. And then I already ate some blueberries, strawberries, things like that. So I'm just trying to help my body to stay fit. Because me and my 20 or 30,000 steps per day, week by week, since about 6 months, 5 days a week, 10 hours per day, 20 to 30,000 steps. I gotta treat my body right. Also, once you start living for Christ, um, the Lord literally changes your thought life. He shows you that in order, now the mosquitoes is coming. In order for you to accomplish everything that He created you to accomplish, you do have to take care of your body so you can run the race. You don't want to break down in the middle of the race. I done scared the eagles away. Yeah, run the race. So of course it's spiritually, but your body got to be ready too. So I'm very much aware that for Christians or Christ followers, people who know Jesus Christ and follow Him, the body is the temple of the Holy Spirit. So you want to treat your body right. So that's what I'm doing. People these days call it self-care, self-care. Laying in nature, you see the silence. It's calming my nerves. Not that my nerves was bad, but you got to be proactive with things. It's calming your nerves. It's the vitamin D in the sunshine. It's the green to calm your nerves. It's the blue to heal your eyesight. And then it was the eagles, to show you how to float above all circumstances. The eagle, you can learn so much from the eagle. I see them all the time. But now I moved, so they flew away. It was so many of them. You can learn from them that when the storm gets really bad, I see them when I walk to the bus a lot of times. They ride the wave. The wind is like really crazy coming from all types of sides, but they're just chilling. They ride the wave, and the wind actually makes them go higher and higher and higher. They don't let the wind and the storm destroy them or, make them worry or stress. But they use the storm to go up higher and higher and higher above the circumstances. And that's what I have noticed in my life. Like all the things I've been through is so much. I feel like I lived 15,000 years, but I'm not that old. I've been through so much in my life that while I was going through it, I was just like, oh my goodness, this is a lot. But in retrospect, when I relax and, I can think about these things that happen, I can just see how the Lord used everything for my good. And all the storms, all the bad, horrible, horrifying things, and the desperate times, and my goodness, just horrible things. um, how the Lord stuck in there with me, and I remember sometimes it was so bad that I would pray like to God, please relieve me. I can't take it any second longer. And at times He did relieve me. What I was waiting on, what I was praying for, to get out of that situation that was just unbearable, He would relieve me and answer the prayer right then and there. But sometimes He wouldn't relieve me right then and there. I would have to wait. Let me get up. I would have to wait just a little bit longer, hold on just a little bit longer. So that's how He builds up endurance in us, because we have to run a race and not give up halfway through. Then, with our eyes on Jesus, we have faith. But once we take our eyes off of Him, everything gets very shaky. And, I accepted Christ when I was a little girl, but I didn't know much about the Bible. So, as I was going through the storms, I would lean on Christ and learn more about Him, learn about faith, and try to execute it while I'm in those circumstances. And then it didn't always work out. I would cry. And sometimes for weeks, I couldn't leave my room. I would sit on the floor, and I couldn't even pray anymore. I would just whisper God's name, or just say Jesus, and my heart would speak the rest. I would just maybe say, Jesus, help me, and my heart would speak the rest. I didn't even have a prayer in me. That's how bad it was, multiple times in my life. So, yeah, just like the eagles, now I'm like, shoo, I'm thankful I went through it. I saw God's hand in the center of these hard moments. But when you're in it, you don't want to be in it. You wanna just go back to normal life and peace. Oh, the eagles are coming back. So that's what I learned from eagles. All this that I just told y'all. They're above all the circumstances, and they don't let the storm destroy them, but they get up higher and higher and higher. My faith is stronger. I see clearer. I'm closer to God through it all. I'm closer to God. What better thing could there be than being closer to God? Nothing. So that's the result of a life that hasn't always been easy. And now that I'm closer to God, I feel like I'm just starting with all this new wisdom and knowledge and His presence. I'm just starting to live. I'm just starting to live. My God. So I get all this from laying in the grass, looking at the sky. It's spring in Atlanta. Just yesterday, I met a man. He said, I see you every night on the bus. I've been watching you. I'm like, man, you just never know who watching you. He said, I don't want to brag or anything like that. But he was like, I've been watching you. You are very humble. I don't know what I did on this bus. He's like, you were very humble. I've been watching you every night. So he opened up to me about all the things that have been going on in his life. And he was trying to commit suicide 1 month ago. But God stopped him. He made him fall into a deep sleep. And when he woke up from that sleep, um, all those thoughts and feeling of desperation were gone. God wouldn't let him do it. Wouldn't let him do it. Yeah. So he was telling me that he said, "Why the children of God have to go through so much? Why the children of God have to go through so much? You know, the pressure." The pressure gets so much sometimes. Like last year around this time, I would just call friends. I could not put it in words. I would call my family. I would call people and just say I'm being squeezed like a lemon. Like everything around me was going, shoo. I was like a lemon. I was just holding on to God. I would sit at night. Ooh, what kind of bird that was? Was not an eagle, nah. I would just sit, just be like, God, I know you protect. My spirit knows that God is with me, but my emotions and my feelings want to go crazy and want to be like, I know the things you've done for me. Why am I getting this again? I'm feeling like I'm squeezed like a lemon again. I'm like, times, not really, because God is with us. So then I was happy that you're so humble. So yeah, guys, I serve to the best of my ability. They were gonna get a surgery to get a cyst removed, and I'm like,